Good evening, and welcome to the Thursday, August 28th, 2025, meeting of the City of the Worcester Historical Commission. My name is Diane Long, and I will be chairing tonight's meeting. Before we begin, I have a few brief announcements concerning how our meeting will proceed tonight. Tonight's meeting is a hybrid format, which means that attendees may participate in person here at City Hall or remotely. You may log in via computer by going to worcestermass.zoom.gov/j/160-487-3519, entering access code 160-487-3519 in the Zoom application, or by calling in at 1-669-254-5252 and entering access code 160-487-3519. To manage remote participation during our hybrid meetings and prevent disruptions, all participants are automatically blocked from unmuting themselves, turning on their video, or sending chat messages. For remote participants who would like to comment on an item on our agenda, we ask that you use the raise hand feature in Zoom during the discussion on that item. If you are joined by phone, you can raise your hand by pressing *9. Staff will then call on members of the public one at a time and give them permission to unmute themselves. If you are joined by phone, you will then be able to unmute yourself by pressing *6. This is a public meeting, which means both that it is being recorded and that minutes will be taken and published at a later date. To help with this process, we ask all speakers participating in person to use a microphone, to please clearly identify yourself each time you speak, and the first time you speak, please state your city or town of residence for the record. To help maintain an orderly meeting, please address all comments and questions through the chair, rather than directly to any of the other speakers or applicants. If you are here for an item that will be postponed or continued, please note that no additional notice will be sent to you before the next meeting. The best thing to do is to call the planning department the day prior to our next meeting to confirm if the item will be heard or postponed that night. Once an item is called, there will be a brief presentation of the item, followed by any additional comments and clarifications from members of the city staff, then an opportunity for anyone from the public to speak on that item before we proceed to board discussion and action. Please also note that all approval votes will be by roll call tonight and administered when the time comes. I will begin with a roll call of our commission and city staff. Commissioner Thierman?
Here.
Commissioner Holnarski?
Here.
Commissioner Andre?
Here.
Commissioner Santos Restivo?
Here.
Commissioner Taylor?
Here.
Commissioner Gutierrez Lavodi?
Here.
Commissioner Northway?
Here.
Commissioner Long? Here. Michelle Johnstone?
Here.
We have a request for a postponement of item 106 Elm Street, so I will make a motion to postpone that item till the next meeting.
Second. And if, through the chair, if you'll just allow me one moment, we need to extend the constructive grant deadline. So could you amend your motion for an extended constructive grant deadline of October 24th?
Yes, amended.
Okay. And on that motion, Commissioner Andre?
Yes.
Commissioner Santos Restivo?
Yes.
Commissioner Holnarski?
Yes.
Commissioner Thierman?
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor?
Yes.
Commissioner Northway?
Yes.
Commissioner Gutierrez Lavodi?
Yes.
And Chair Long.
Yes. Moving
And
on to new business.
And so through you, Madam Chair, one thing.
Yep.
It's okay that we had Kristen vote on this item because it's just a postponement, but we do have a full commission tonight. So unless there's a recusal, Commissioner Gutierrez Lavodi can discuss items, but she won't be voting.
Thank you. Moving on to new business, we have a request for a building demo delay waiver. Item number 2, which is 15 Randolph Road. And is the partitioner here.
Hi, I'm James Evans. I own the property at 15 Randolph Road. I'd like to thank everybody for coming up on a cold winter day when I went through the process to move the outbuilding. These 5 homes, that intersection are historical. They were all built around 1897, but they're very distinct from each other. I have the only one that has a gambrel roof on the north side of the road, but there's a lot of different stylistic differences, but they're all excellent homes. And I need to rebuild the sun porch. This is an enclosed porch. The only other one that has one is 134 Burncoat Street. They had the old sliding single glazed windows, and what happened with my sun porch is that the footings are very shallow, but they never moved at all. It's that they put wooden supports on top of them and then backfilled the dirt, and it rotted the supports, and so that building has settled. I'm not going to be able to keep the vaulted ceiling in that porch, which is unfortunate. But I intended.
That is unfortunate.
The owner was Mr. Brown was a tailor, and he, I assume, a very meticulous person, because he didn't cut any corners when he had the house built. And there's very few design flaws with this home. It's a very elegant home inside. We think that the woodwork was done from local chestnut, so it's very special. And I've asked the architect and the builder to preserve the character of this home as much as possible. So you'll find when it's done that the clapboards on the first floor are what was de rigueur at the time, or co-current. And from there up, the shingles, I think they use white cedar shingles, which have to be painted. And what they're going to use cement fiber, which are non-flammable. So there's kind of an upgrade to it. But it should look very similar to the existing home, or the original home. They won't have the flares at the first and second floor, but that's one feature that will change.
And do you have to actually take the porch off? Do
They
you
have to, yeah, they have to take it down because of the building code, they require a 4-foot deep footing. The ones that are there, they're only about 1.5 feet down, and they were adequate because the footings didn't move. It was the supports that rotted. I'm going to be able to keep the front porch as it is because in that porch, they had, I assume, we didn't dig those up, but those footings on top of them, they had steel poles. There may be some rust, but there was no settling on the front porch. There has been on that southwest porch, so that's going to have to be redone. And as far as the shingles go, the home is 128 years old, so it's been through several paintings and repaintings, but over time, the wood has deteriorated. It probably will last longer with the cement fiber, and it's much more expensive than the vinyl, so it should be a more attractive home. But
And the ceiling, you stated that the ceiling can't be saved. None of it can be taken down and then reused on the new porch?
No, that'd be terribly expensive. I'm also quite, this is going to cost quite a bit of money, but it has to be rebuilt from the ground up, and because it has settled, that's one of the reasons that the builder tells me that we can't save that vaulted ceiling. I mean, you can't get that work done anymore.
Right.
And it would be prohibitively expensive to try to salvage that. That's beyond my means. Believe me, it's going to cost enough to do this project as it is. Those Dorian columns, I'm going to keep those. They're also very expensive. They're making them from cement these days. And those are all sliding windows, as there is on the front porch. Now, I'm told that to replace these windows with double glazing, it's going to cost me $20,000 just for the windows. So this isn't kind of, I'm not looking at it as being cheap. I'm not cutting corners on this project whatsoever.
Through the chair, we also do have the applicant's contractor on the line who just asked to unmute himself. So Chris, do you have something to add?
Yeah, so I figured I could just help with a little clarification on repurposing the vaulted ceilings on the inside and the overall exterior look of this project. So first of all, thank you for having us here tonight. And the structure itself is in such disrepair that it's starting to pull away from the house. So there's really no way to reasonably salvage the shell of this or the structure of it. We have to get underneath it to dig, and it's not safe to send a person underneath there to dig. And there's not enough space to send a piece of equipment underneath there to dig. The vaulted ceiling on the interior of it, because of the age of the wood, it looks gorgeous now, but because it's so dried out, you can't really pull it apart without it all splintering and falling apart. We are using Doric columns to mimic what is currently there. All the recessed panels that you see along the bottom, we plan on replicating out of PVC and then having painted to match the house. The windows themselves are a Marvin window. It's their highest end window that is designed to duplicate historic looks. It's what's used out in Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard when they're trying to duplicate stuff out there. It's a bare pine interior with a cladded exterior. And then the roof itself, we're using a metal shingle roof that's designed to mimic slate to give the roof the slate look of the time period. Although it currently has asphalt shingles, we're trying to make it look like time period correct.
Thank you. And you're going to comment on the ceiling?
Yeah, so the ceiling on the interior of the house, because of the age of the wood, it's too dried out and too old to take apart and reinstall. When we try to remove that, it's going to splinter, it's going to crack, it's not going to be salvageable. And to replace it with the same type of wood that it currently has is going to be an exorbitant cost.
Okay, thank you. I guess you did address it. I just wasn't aware that you were speaking of that.
I'm sorry about that.
That's all right. Okay. Does anybody else have questions on this project?
So what about the siding? It said replace the siding. Are you replacing the siding on the entire house?
On the exterior walls of the house, the siding on the
So-
outside.
So you've got the clapboard, is that cedar?
Presently, as was typical of the time, they would do the first floor in a clapboard, a
Yes,
cedar clapboard that was painted over, and from the second floor up, it was a shingle,
Yeah.
individual shingles. And I don't think it was the red cedar, I think it was the white cedar. The white cedar, I understand you have to paint.
right.
So,
So you are replacing all the cedar siding with
cement fiber.
cement?
Yeah, it's non-flammable, so I consider it an upgrade for the safety of the home. You still have, the rest of it still, the old wood is still wood, but at least the exterior will be non-flammable. And I'm not sure,
So
I'm not sure if I'll get a break in the insurance because of that either.
Then likely not, yeah.
So the siding that we're planning on using is James Hardy siding. It's the highest grade siding that you can get to mimic cedar siding. So everywhere on the house that currently has the shingles will be replaced with the James Hardy shingle. Everywhere on the house that currently has clapboards will be replaced with the James Hardy clapboard. All the window casings will be replaced with the James Hardy trim window casings. So we're trying to get it as close as possible to how it currently looks.
Thank you. We do appreciate that. Are there other questions before we open it up to any public comment? All right. Let's open it up for any public comment.
If any members of the public have joined remotely, please use the raise hand feature in Zoom, and I will ask you to unmute yourself.
Doesn't look like I see any. I'll make a motion to close public comment.
Second. And on the motion to close public comment, Commissioner Andre?
Yes.
Commissioner Santos Restivo?
Yes.
Commissioner Helnarski?
Yes.
Commissioner Thierman?
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor?
Yes.
Commissioner Northway?
Yes.
May I have a motion for a building demo delay waiver for 15 Randolph Road?
The commission finds that the proposed demolition at 15 Randolph Road, consisting of replacing the siding on the house with James Hardy board, clapboard where there's clapboard and shingles where there's shingles. Also replacing the sunroom while retaining its original character with a metal shingle roof to mimic slate would not be detrimental to the historical or architectural resources of the city of Worcester.
Second?
And on that motion, Commissioner Andre,
Yes.
Commissioner Santos Restivo,
Yes.
Commissioner Halnarski,
Yes.
Commissioner Thierman,
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor,
Yes.
Commissioner Northway,
Yes.
and Chair Long.
Yes. Thank you.
I thank the commission for its work.
Good luck with the
Thank you.
project.
Thank you for your time.
I think you're gonna like it. It's not a cookie cutter development. That's coming next. Thank you for your help.
Next is item number 3, which is 246 Park Avenue for replacement of the storefront windows.
Good afternoon. My name is Sarana Katej. I'm a manager at That's Entertainment at 244 Park Avenue. And we recently expanded this about a year ago now, about a year and a half almost, into the 246 space, which is the whole property is owned by Paul Howley, and that former space was owned by, was run. It was rented out by Jelly's Discs, and at the time when we were only at 244, we had replaced our storefront windows. And now that we've expanded, we've also we now need to address the windows at the 246 location because they also need replacement. They aren't efficient anymore. They are not holding in the heat, and they don't keep. They're also. It gets very hot for our game because that front area is for our. It's our event space. It has now become our nice and luxurious and big event space because we had a very small one before. And it is, unfortunately, gets so hot in there in the summer times. We do always have to have the curtains currently drawn over there. So I can't speak too much on the building part of this project. So I brought the contractor that we work with, Jim Army from Cole Contracting, who will go into details about the materials and the need, why we need these windows replaced. But for us, it's just going to be a huge improvement, and we would like them to be the same as we've had on side A. We called it the side A of our store, but at 244 storefront, because they have been very good for us. They've been, very efficient. They're double pane glass that have they're insulated so that they've actually, done us good. So we're hoping to have the same thing now on the second side of the store.
So the two sides are going to look identical?
Will be identical, yes.
Great.
Right now, their windows are on at 246. The storefront are original. At some point, I think they were even repaired. So they are just there's like structures in place to support where they had been repaired. But right now they are very thin, and dust comes in through those windows. So yeah, through the edges. Yeah. So Park Ave is very dusty, and it just seeps right into the edges of that window. So, but yeah, and I don't know if you would like to ask questions of Jim, but he's here with me.
Sure, thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening. Were you responsible for the replacement of the windows on, is it B side?
Yes, Cole Contracting did in 2000. I didn't send this one to Sarana. It shows the corner of the A side 244, where we had one of the projects going back in 2018.
18, okay.
We did the Lois Lane side, which originally was Marmon Street, right? Marmon Place. They changed it to Lois Lane. That's on the right-hand side And for the same reason, we're gonna replace these. The windows are structurally, they're just not sound anymore. They've been repaired. You can see the windows have different size panes. Over the years, the big pieces of glass on the bottom have been removed, and new aluminum moldings have been put in between each one of them. They use smaller windows because of safety, and it was single pane glass. And it's not safety glass as it stands right now. Two of the ones we replaced were because they had cracks in them, and at that point, it became a safety issue that they had to come out.
But it's now going to match the lower picture.
Yep, that's
They're both gonna be
exactly what
ident-
we're proposing, yeah. And
Okay.
I submitted to Sarana a narrative from the window manufacturer about the size of the windows and why it had to be what we chose for those size. And it's because of weight, because once you put in a certain cubic inch window, the weight requires you to put in a much larger frame, which would not match these. So we chose to go with the smaller 36-inch panes, top and bottom to match, and it keeps us at a standard 4.5-inch. The aluminum tube does have a steel reinforcement through the middle of it. It has to have it because of the height of it, by code and by manufacturer specs. So they do have, the middle 3 mullions have steel reinforcement in them that go from top to bottom. We do, when we demo these out, we take the whole window out, we board it up, and then we work everything from the inside. We fix any masonry that's loose or deteriorated on the inside to get us a good window jamb, a solid substrate to put the window in. We level and plumb the opening. If you've been down and seen That's Entertainment before, it leans back approximately 6.5 inches because of the ground in that area is a peat bog is what basically everything's built on down there, and everything sinks over time in that area. So the back of the building sunk. We did a project back in 2009 where we drove pilings down into the ground 45 feet to shore up the building, and then concrete caissons that come up which support the building now. And so the window is level and plumb, but the building itself is out a little bit if you've ever been down there and seen it. But it does look very good. The finished product is very complimentary to the building, for sure. The other thing that I don't know if you had submitted it, the louver in the middle of the door on the top picture, and the blank space over the other door.
Yes.
We proposed to put the same matching window in there to replace that window, and then remove the louver, which is no longer utilized. It's boxed in on the inside.
I was going to ask about those.
Yeah.
So they'll be replaced on both sides?
Yep.
So they will match also the windows that are already there?
That is correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll look better.
Yeah, it'll look a lot better, and it'll be safer. I do a lot of work over the last, my 18 years at Cole Contracting, I've done a lot of work there, and I just stare at those windows like they gotta go, they gotta go.
Yeah.
You know, we as contractors, we know what's good and what's not.
Right.
And it's not a good situation there. And I'll attest to what she said. Standing inside that window working in the summertime is brutal. It is so hot, so hot. And
Okay.
that's it.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Does anybody have any questions on this? Nor do I. I think it's gonna look great. Okay, we can open it up for any public comment. Hearing none, I'll make a motion to close public comment.
Second.
And on the motion to close public comment, Commissioner Andre,
Yes.
Commissioner Santos Restivo,
Yes.
Commissioner Halnarski,
Yes.
Commissioner Thierman,
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor,
Yes.
Commissioner Northway,
Yes.
Chair Long.
Yes. And may I have a motion for a building demo delay waiver for 246 Park Avenue?
The commission finds that the proposed demolition at 246 Park Avenue, consisting of replacing the windows to match 244 Park Avenue, repairing any masonry as needed, and also including the unused louver over the door would not be detrimental to the historical or architectural resources of the city of Worcester.
Second?
And on that motion, Commissioner Santos Restivo,
Yes.
Commissioner Andre,
Yes.
Commissioner Halnarski,
Yes.
Commissioner Thierman,
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor,
Yes.
Commissioner Northway,
Yes.
Chair Long.
Yes.
You're all in a different order now, so you got me all messed up. So it's all set.
Thank you very much. Item number 4, we have a request for a certificate of appropriateness for 47 Cedar Street. Hi, it's nice to see you again.
Hello,
How
Chairwoman
is
and
the house
Councilors.
going?
Michelle, it's lovely to be back, and it's good to see all of you again. Thank you for having us. Our latest kind of home improvement project to 47 Seaver is we would like to add a shed to the property in the backyard. We are going to work with Reed's Ferry. I keep calling them Harper's Ferry. It is not Harper's Ferry. And we will probably paint it the same color of the house, just to kind of keep with the character. We have 2 spots that we are looking at to put the property at, so we are open to whichever the committee decides or recommends is best. I think that's it.
Are either one of them less obvious to the front of the house? Like if somebody's walking down the street?
They're both at the back. One spot would be further in versus, like, I was thinking either the end of the driveway, well, side of the end of the driveway, or there's a, is there a picture?
I don't know, through the chair, I don't know that I included any
Okay.
site plans in this. I just put the design of the sheds in there. So would it be helpful if I pulled up an aerial photo? Is that,
I actually did bring a couple photos just in case.
okay.
Do you want to approach?
And it's,
Hold on.
yeah.
Can we approach the table?
Of course.
Thanks. Sorry. We should be good at this by now, but we're still kind
It's
of
a
not.
new one.
Yeah.
We're not used to sitting here either.
Thank you.
So as you can see, it's not a terribly large backyard, but like I said, we have 2 spots that either one of them is fine with us. We just want a place to put our swill, so we,
Near that patch of grass that's next to the patio was one of the spots. Otherwise, just to the, if you're looking at the house, the left of it was the driveway. So, that would be a little more noticeable, but still behind the house. But that, on the grass, there would be less
Which
noticeable.
do you favor? Which do you favor?
The problem with the grass spot is it might block the windows to the back room. So
Yeah.
I'd have to kind of get a feel for that, so.
I mean, it's a shed. It can come, it's not permanent. It can come down anytime in the future. If anybody buys it from you, they can always take it down.
Right.
I don't have a preference. I think whatever is best for your life is where it should go.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I did have the material list on here. The roof on the house is mostly slate and some other material. When the house was being refurbished in 2022, the back part of the house, they used asphalt shingles.
Right.
So I know we should try to match.
I don't think we expect you to put slate roof on
Okay.
a shed.
Just,
we would totally do it for you guys, though.
they said they would ship the shed without the roof and we could have it done separately, but if we can do asphalt, that's great.
Yeah.
So Reed's Ferry
I-
doesn't do slates? In their commercials, I thought they did everything.
I know,
Yeah,
it's
right.
true.
They don't do slate.
So through the chair, just as we get to the end of this discussion, when you're making your motion, I would just say there are some options in the material list. Of course, you're not asking them to put slate on a shed, but it does say for trim, white PVC. If not allowed, we will switch to cedar wood. And I think that's the only other option. So just, I mean, PVC on a shed should be just fine, but if you want them to use cedar, discuss amongst yourselves. And then it seems like you're happy to have them put the shed wherever they'd like it, but I would suggest probably at least conditioning in the backyard.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't suggest putting it out front.
I know. You never know, though. You never know.
Hadn't crossed our minds.
Yeah, whatever materials you want to use
Okay.
is fine.
Thank you.
We do need to, however, open it up for any public comment. Does anybody have any more questions on this? Okay. Let's open it up for public comment. Hearing none, I'll make a motion to close public comment.
Second.
And on that motion, Commissioner Andre,
Yes.
Commissioner Santos Restivo,
Yes.
Commissioner Helnarski,
Yes.
Commissioner Thierman,
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor,
Yes.
Commissioner Northway,
Yes.
Chair Long.
Yes. May I have a motion for a certificate of appropriateness for the Elm Park Neighborhood Historic District for 47 Seaver?
The commission finds that the proposed changes at 47 Seaver Street, consisting of constructing a shed in the rear of the property to be painted the color of the house with trim and shakes to match, is appropriate for the Elm Park Local Historic District.
Second?
And on that motion, Commissioner Andre,
Yes.
Commissioner Santos Restivo,
Yes.
Commissioner Helnarski,
Yes.
Commissioner Thierman,
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor,
Yes.
Commissioner Northway,
Yes.
Chair Long.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. Always a pleasure. I look forward to the next time we get together. Thank you.
You want your pictures?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, for other business, we have a request from Heritage Consulting Group for updated letters of support for Waldo Street Police Station, District Court, and Fire Station. I suggest that I make a motion that we update those letters of support.
Second.
And on that motion, Commissioner Andre,
Yes.
Commissioner Santos Restivo,
Yes.
Commissioner Helnarski,
Yes.
Commissioner Thierman,
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor,
Yes.
Commissioner Northway,
Yes.
Commissioner Gutierrez Lavoti,
Yes.
and Chair Long.
Yes. Item B, request for comment from the city on the HUD-sponsored project at 1 Hammond Street and 3 Erie Ave. We normally do not comment on these projects. I suggest no comment.
I agree.
Item C, communication from Mass Historic Commission regarding the determination of no adverse effect for the project at 534 Cambridge Street.
Yeah, so through you, Madam Chair, that is, it's either, I can't recall off the top of my head, but it's either Section 106 or State Register review, where state or federal monies were being used, and the state determined that there was no adverse effect on historic resources as a result of that project.
Right.
So no actions needed.
Thank you. And item D, violation letter for 106 Elm Street. No actions needed, just that everybody took a look at that letter, which has been issued for some retroactive work. Item E, we have Pat Maloney, our new Executive Director of Preservation Worcester, is here. Would you like to say hello?
Hello, how are you?
Welcome.
Good evening. Thank you for having me, first of all. I appreciate the invitation. I just want to thank all of you for all of the work that you're doing here several times a month. It's great. It's great work. I know it can be difficult. I wish more citizens of Worcester knew all of the time and effort that you put into this. but hopefully we can work together to continue to spread that word. So thank you for all of your work, and I'm honored to be here and honored to take over the reins for Deb Packard, who did an amazing job in her role at Preservation Worcester for the last 21 years. I have big shoes to fill, but hope to do the best that I can for all of the city. So thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions or?
Hi, welcome and
Oh,
good
of
luck.
Of course, thank you.
Do any members of the commission have any questions for Pat?
I think a number of you have already worked with him, right?
Yeah, a lot of you have probably already met him.
I am a lifer, 45 years in Worcester, so not going anywhere. It's a
Ah,
great place. Yeah,
All right.
that's wonderful.
thank you.
Thank you for joining us. And through you, Madam Chair, we do not have any minutes to approve tonight. But under policies and procedures, I will mention, we do have a meeting a week from today. So just everybody keep that in mind.
Right.
Right.
And the meeting next week is back in the same.
Is back in Levi Lincoln.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so it looks like that is it, unless anybody has anything. I suggest that we adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned.
Righty.